check my seat belt for any rips, tears, or frays, RTFs. I'm going to lock it, make sure it locks, unlock it, make sure it's working properly, and I'm going to leave it locked. I am then going to adjust my seat and my steering wheel as needed. I'm going to set my timer up first because I know I'm going to need it for a minute so that my examiner can see that I'm not cheating, and I'm going to leave it ready. I am going to perform a safe start. I'm going to turn my key one click to the right, watch my gauges sweep and reset, my ABS light to come on and turn off, making sure there's nothing wrong with my ABS system. Make sure I'm in neutral, my brakes are fully applied. Push the clutch in and start the vehicle. Double check just to be safe and let go of the clutch. Next, I am going to perform a governor cutoff check. If I am over 90 psi, I'm going to pump or fan down my brakes below 90, and then I'm going to rev my engine to 15 RPMs and fill my air tanks again until 120 to 140 psi, at which time my air governor should cut off and my truck should sneeze. I'm already below 90, so I don't have to pump my brakes. I'm going to rev my engine now until it sneezes and the air governor cuts off. Hold it exactly at 15 RPMs. 16 is okay, 17 is okay, 14 is okay, but you don't want them all the way up at 20.
All right. Well, you got a ways to go.
Should only take about 3 minutes total for everything.
So you got a half a tank of DEF and half a tank fuel in there.
If one of these gauges goes up before the other one, it'll go up to 100, and then the other one will go up to 100, and then they'll both go up together. It's perfectly normal, and it's okay.
Both of these tanks are on the truck, right? Somebody asked me the other day.
You'll also notice that one of these has a P and an S right next to the arrows. It could have a number 1, it could have a number 2, that just indicates primary or secondary. We're going to read both of them, but only talk about the primary.
That's good, I didn't know that one. Mike, you know a little something, man.
I do this every Friday. I don't know my pre-trip, there's something wrong. I do it every Friday from 5 to 8 p.m.
You can save your sleep, don't you?
There's pre-trip at 4 o'clock and see how good a pre-trip is.
Yeah. And don't think about quitting, Mike. I'm not trying to do what you do.
Yeah, you quit, we coming after your ass.
Yeah. We'll chain your ass to the
and drag
truck.
you right back. See that little outhouse? That'd be your new room right there. We'll bring you lunch.
I'm gonna crack my window so I can hear it sneeze. Better.
There you go.
My truck has sneezed at approximately 140 psi. Everything is working properly. Tanks are fully charged. My air governor has cut off. I'm now going to perform my 5 steps. First thing I'm going to do is put the truck into first gear, clutch down, If it doesn't want to go in the first gear, like right now, I'm going to hold pressure on the stick shift and slowly release my clutch until it pops into gear, and then push the clutch back down, just like that. Then I'm going to shut the truck off before releasing the clutch. I'm going to turn the key back on. One click to the right to the auxiliary position. I'm going to get my timer ready, which is already set up. I'm going to push in and release my brakes. I don't have a trailer, so I'm going to leave the red out. But with the trailer, I would push this in. Now I am going to perform the air brake test. I am going to start my timer and put my foot on the brake at the same time. I need to make sure that I do not lose any more than 4 psi in 1 minute. 1, 2, 3. Make them wait the whole minute so they get used to it. Make them practice it the way they would do it on the exam.
Yeah, well, it's the pre-trip that wiped up, 2 people this week?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were driving fine, but it's the pre-trip they couldn't get through. That's why.
They weren't practicing their pre-trip in the morning. They didn't show up until 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and go right into the truck.
From 8:30 to 9:30, everybody does pre-trip. And you'll notice barely any of them do.
Yep.
No, well, that's why I
As soon
kind of
as you
got on
start
them.
coming over to do the pre-trip, they all scatter like roaches.
Yeah, well, no, I kind of got on them. Told them, got a couple people that filled. I need you all over here doing
8:30 to 9:30, we do pre-trip.
All right, how many?
All right, so I have not lost any more than 4 psi in 1 minute. I'm now going to pump or fan down my brakes until my emergency brakes and parking brakes pop out or apply. It should pop out or apply. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to pump and fan down my brakes until my low air warning light and buzzer comes on, which they should come on before 55 psi. Push it all the way down. Nice and easy.
Okay.
Right? So
Came on at 60.
as soon as it comes on, they can stop, or they can push it one more time to make sure it stays on. So see how it shuts off? As soon as it comes on, give it one more push. My low air warning light and buzzer has come on at 65 psi, working properly. I'm now going to continue to pump or fan down my brakes until my brakes pop out or apply, which that should happen in between 45 and 20 psi. We say 45 first because the gauge is going down. It'll reach 45 first. Okay. If one pops out before the other, stop, read it off to the examiner, continue pumping after that until the other one pops out. If it does not pop out below 20 psi, keep going until it does. Once you reach 0 psi and you have no more air coming out, tell the examiner that there may be something wrong with your air brake system. You will report that. Again, pump the brake, push it all the way down to the floor. Don't do it too fast. You can cause damage to the brake chambers.
Okay.
My air brake has popped out at 20 psi, working properly. I am now going to, this completes my air brake test. I am now going to shut my vehicle off. If I'm in an automatic, I'm going to get out using 3 points of contact, unshock my wheels, get back in using 3 points of contact, and I'm going to put my seatbelt back on. I'm going to turn the key one click to the right. Watch my gauges sweep and reset, my ABS light to come on and off. Nothing wrong with my ABS system. My ABS light has come back on. I'm guessing that's because I have no air in my tanks. It's indicating there's something wrong with my ABS system. Double check. I'm going to bring it out of neutral and I'm going to put it into neutral out of first. Double check and make sure my brakes are fully applied. Push the clutch down, start my vehicle. I'm now going to rev the engine to 15 RPMs again and refill my air tanks between 120 and 140 PSI, at which time my air governor should cut off and my truck should sneeze again. I'm going to purposely wait right now so he can finish talking to her.
Shut it off. She failed.
You ready? Now I am going to start my vehicle again. In neutral, brakes are fully applied. Turn the key one click to the right. Gauges sweep and reset. ABS light on and off, indicating nothing's wrong with my ABS system. ABS light is back on. Something is wrong with my ABS system. It's most likely because the air tanks are low. Clutch in, key on, engine on. Release the clutch. I'm going to now rev my engine to 15 RPMs until my air tanks are fully charged and the truck sneezes and my air governor cuts off, which should happen in between 120 and 140 PSI. At which time the truck will sneeze, air governor cuts off.
That's reverse testing. He's out there being the instructor, but she's testing him inside the truck.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I guess you tested and see what he got good at.
The first time, when I first got hired, probably about 3 months after I started, they came out to audit both examiners and I had to do what she's doing.
Really?
Yeah.
And they told me specifically, get points. Not enough to fail though.
Makes sense. See if they know what you're doing. You're gonna have what, 8 points, miss 8? Or
You can get 8, not 9. 9 points you fail, 8 you pass. Oh, I'm sorry, they don't want me to tell you that. I'm not supposed to know.
I just don't get how you go back and miss the box. It's 13 points. I don't get it.
If you miss the box,
13 points, damn. That's crazy.
The front box is 5. Back is 13.
Make it hard for you.
Just now into this section.
I always tell the students also that if I am wrong about anything, I will get clarification from our examiner and I will correct myself and I will let you know.
There you go.
My truck has sneezed at 140 PSI. Everything is working properly.
No, you still have an
I am
ABS
now
light on and 2 engine lights.
I am now going to perform my tug test. I'm going to put my vehicle into the lowest gear. I am going to test my trailer brake first by pushing in and releasing my tractor brake, leaving it in first gear, lifting the clutch and letting it tug against the brake, making sure that my trailer brake is working properly. Then I will push in and release my trailer brake, and do the same thing for my parking brake, my tractor brake. The one I am pushing in is not the one I am testing. So then I would push this one in, leave it in gear, lift the clutch. My trailer brake is working properly. Then I'm going to put it into neutral, release, pull that out. We'll pull this out first. And then I will push this one in, put it in the first gear and do the same thing, pulling against my tractor brake, making sure that it is working properly, which it is. Pull it back out. Now I am going to move forward 8 to 10 feet, 5 miles an hour, and I'm going to apply my service brake, making sure that my service brake is working properly and that my vehicle does not shift left or right while applying my service brake, indicating anything wrong with my suspension or my brake adjustment. Steve, you want to hop down for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Now, I'm not going to grip the wheel and stop it from moving. I need to check and make sure that it doesn't shift left or right. So I'm just going to put my hands on it and let it guide. Okay, so my service brake is working properly. It did not shift left or right while applying my brake. Everything is in working condition. I'm going to back the vehicle up and put it back in its original position. 10 feet is the distance between two cones, 5 miles an hour. I'm going to reset and reapply. Okay, now I am going to perform my in-cab inspection. First thing I need to do is shut the engine off, turn the key back on. Watch for my ABS light to come on and turn off. My ABS light indicator is working properly. My DEF light indicator is working. It is indicating that I have half a tank of DEF fluid. Now at this point, they can do it in any order as long as they get everything. Okay? They can follow their packet and their papers exactly. They can come up with their own method, and if they do, just encourage them to do it the same way every single time so that they get everything.
Okay.
The way I've been doing mine since 2014 is I start the furthest away from me, work my way in, work my way over, and then back over and down. Okay? So the furthest thing away from me is my traffic monitoring devices. I have my mirrors. My mirrors, I have 7 of them. Count them out one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mirrors. They should all be properly mounted and secure, clean and clear, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing any pieces. Also properly adjusted for me. Then I have my windshield wipers and washer fluid. I'm going to take this knob right here, my turn signal knob. I'm going to push it in. Wait for the fluid to come out. All right. So my windshield wipers are properly mounted and secure. Everything is properly mounted and secure. Everything. My windshield wipers are properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, broken, or bent. My wiper blades are flush up against the windshield. They are not ripped, torn, or frayed. My washer fluid is coming out and working properly. Then I have my windshield. My windshield is properly mounted and secure, clean and clear, not cracked, broken, or damaged. No illegal stickers. The stickers I do have should be legal and up to date. From there, I have my dashboard. I'm going to continue with my lighting indicators. I'm going to check my left turn signal indicator working properly, my right turn signal indicator working properly, my 4-way flasher indicators working properly, and I'm going to check my high beam light indicator, making sure that it is working properly, which it is. We tell them that they can take the turn signal knob, pull it towards them, and hold it so that it stays on. Otherwise, if that does not work, they need to turn their headlights on and then do it to make sure that the light stays on. Okay? The international trucks that we have, they're going to most likely have to turn on their headlights. Freightliners, they can just pull it towards them. All right, so from there, I'm going to check my climate control devices, turn that up all the way, turn it all the way on hot. I'm going to turn it on to the floor and the face symbol. I'm going to check and make sure that the air is coming out, working properly. I'm going to check down here for the air coming out, working properly. Then I'm going to turn it on to defrost all the way over. I'm going to put my hand up here, check for the air to come out. My defroster is working properly, and I can shut that all back down. Then I'm going to check my city horn and my air horn. All they need to do is just a light tap, and that's it. They don't need to lay on it. They don't need to do it repeatedly. Just a light tap, and that's it. Okay? Then I am going to do my emergency equipment, which is my down. I should have my 3 to 6 spare extra fuses, properly mounted and secure. I should also have my 3 red emergency triangles, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing any pieces, or missing any triangles. Should have 3 liquid flares, if equipped, should not be leaking. And then I should have my fire extinguisher, which is properly mounted and secure, fully charged, 10 BC, pin in place. Everything should be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged, or leaking. And it should all be located here in my in-cab or underneath in my dog box. Now at this time, I'm going to ask my examiner if they can please exit the vehicle and help me check all my lights in the front of my vehicle, in the back of my vehicle, in the back of my trailer, and along the sides of my vehicle. Once the examiner exits, they're going to stand up here, and I'm going to roll my window down. I'm going to use hand signals and speak loudly enough so that my examiner can hear me. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my marker lights. Marker lights! Wait for the thumbs up. And I'm going to check my low beams. Low beams! Then I'm going to check my high beams. My high beams. Wait for the thumbs up. Shut my high beams back off. Then I'm going to check my left turn signal. Then I'm going to check my right turn signal. Then I'm going to give them the big 4 and check my 4-way flashers. Working properly. Mr. Examiner, can you please proceed to the back of the vehicle to help me check all my lights in the back of my vehicle, the back of my trailer, and along the side. And I'm going to do my marker lights. Because the marker lights are still on. We never shut them off. Then I'm going to check my left turn signal. Right turn signal. Then I'm going to check my 4-way flashers. Right? My brake lights. Right? So at this point, once they're all working and this part is done, we can roll up the windows. And then we can exit the vehicle and do the outside vehicle inspection.
Okay.
Go to the side, do the truck, do the coupling system, the airlines, and then do back, okay? Their packet, your papers, will have you bouncing around, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
Again, they can follow their packet or they can do their own thing as long as they follow the correct order.
Alright.
They got to start in the front. They can't start in the back. The examiner can have them start anywhere. Okay? So, I'm going to start in the front. Question?
Every school will, DOT will tell you either you go in the front of the truck.
They can have you start anywhere. The examiner can have you start anywhere, but you still got to go through the whole thing. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the front. First thing I'm going to do is I have my 5 marker lights up top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Properly mounted and secure. Completely clear, not cracked, broken, damaged, amber and colored. I also have 2 more. One here, one here. They are marker lights and turn signals. Properly mounted and secure, clean and clear, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing. I am going to do my leaks, leans, and loose wires. I do not see any low-hanging wires, no puddles, no leaks. My truck is not leaning left to right, and it is not leaning forward or backwards. I have my reflectors here and here, amber in color, properly mounted and secure, clean and clear, not cracked, broken, or damaged. My lenses are clear in color, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing any pieces.
Fog lights.
My fog lights, properly mounted and secure, clean and clear, clear in color, probably not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing. Okay. Now I'm going to go under the hood.
Which side? This side?
Yep, everything's on this side, on this truck.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
If there was something on the other side, you would start on the other side, but on this truck, everything's over here. My engine coolant reservoir, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged, or leaking. My caps, hand tight, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, broken, or leaking. All my hoses have no ABCDLs, which stands for abrasions, bubbles, cuts, damages, leaks. And all my wires going to and from it are no RTFs, rips, tears, or frays. Everything is properly mounted and secure. From there, I have my oil fill cap, properly mounted and secure. Oh, my caps are hand tight. My oil fill cap, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged, or leaking, hand tight. I would fill my oil reservoir from here. My dipstick, I will check my oil level using this dipstick. I would pull it out, wipe it off, put it back in, pull it out again, and check my oil level and replace it afterwards with the engine off.
There you go.
I need to also make sure it's not leaking from anywhere. From there, I will check my air hoses, no ABCDLs. I do not hear any audible leaks. I'm going to check my steering shaft, making sure that it is not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. I'm going to check my gearbox, making sure it's properly mounted and secure on my steering shaft. My gearbox is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged, or leaking. My 2 hoses coming off of it should be properly mounted and secure, no ABCDLs, and not leaking. From there, I'm going to check my pitman arm and my drag link, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged, and they are secure with castle nuts and cotter pins here and
In the back.
and here. Okay? From there, I'm going to check my brake line and my brake hose. My brake line, watch out a second. Go ahead. Clutch.
Yeah, that's better.
That's a good view. Thank you.
My brake line has no RTFs, no exposed wires. My brake hose, no ABCDLs. From there, I'm going to check for any brake contaminants, no oil or grease. Then I am going to check my suspension. My spring mounts, front and back, are all properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged. I'm going to check my leaf spring. My leaf spring is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing. It is straight. It is not shifted or scissored. I'm going to check my shock absorber, properly mounted in my coolant reservoir, and for my power steering reservoir. Now I can move on to my tire. I'm going to check and make sure that my inner and outer side walls have no ABCDLs. My tread depth should be more than 430 seconds or no less than 430 seconds. They can say it either way. If they say it's 430 seconds, that is wrong. It needs to be more than or no less than 430 seconds. My air pressure should be 110 psi. And then going to close my hood. I have my lights and reflectors. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7, if I'm not
3,
mistaken.
4, 5. I have 5 amber in color and 1 red. Properly mounted and secure, clean and clear, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing any pieces. This one is a reflector here, and this is my turn signal, which I already did in the front. This is a turn signal and a reflector. Halfway down on the trailer is a turn signal light and a reflector as well. I have my mirrors, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged, missing. Glass I had already done on the inside. I have my DEF and fuel tank, which should be properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, broken, or leaking. Caps are hand tight. My wires are not any RTFs, and my hoses have no ABCDLs. My battery box, the battery box itself, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, or damaged. On the inside, I would check my batteries, making sure that none of the wires have any RTFs, no excessive corrosion, and they are all properly mounted and secure and connected. Next, I am going to check my air lines. I'm going to make sure that they are properly mounted and secure and connected from the back of my tractor to the front of my trailer, from the front of my trailer to the back of my tractor. I'm going to check my glad hands and make sure that they are properly mounted and secure, that the rubber bushings on the inside, seals, are not ripped, torn, or frayed, dry rotted, and there's nothing wrong with them, and they're properly mounted and secure. I'm then going to check the connection for my electrical line, making sure it's properly mounted and secure as well. My air line has no rips, tears, or frays. It is not, my lines are not chafing, they're not rubbing. And I'm going to make sure that I have no exposed wires or RTFs on my electrical line. My air lines, this one is my service line, my emergency line. This one is my service line. I also want to make sure that they are not, no ABCDLs.
Which is ABCDLs, yeah.
Abrasions, bubbles, cuts, damages, leaks.
You gonna go over the catwalk? No?
It's not in it no more.
Really?
Yep. I am then going to check my pure in the lock position, not cracked, bent, broken, or damaged. I'm going to check my mounting bolts, making sure that they are all present, none are missing, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing. I'm going to check my locking pins, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing in the lock position. I'm also going to make sure that there is no gap in between my skid plate and my apron. My platform is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing any pieces. Got it. I'm also going to make sure that there is enough clearance in between the back of my tractor and my landing gear.
Should be
I'm
3
also
feet.
going to make sure that there is enough clearance between my tires and the bottom of my trailer as well. I'm going to check my landing gear, making sure that it is all properly mounted and secure. It's not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing any pieces. That my foot pad is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, damaged, broken, or missing any pieces, and free of debris. I'm going to make sure that my crank handle is properly mounted and secure, not cracked, broken, damaged, and in the stowed or locked position. I'm then going to check the frame, all the cross knot, 4 on the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total, all red in color, properly mounted and secure, clean and clear, not cracked, broken, damaged, or missing. I like to also tell the students that these are my brake lights, these are my turn signals. But it's not mandatory for them to mention that on the exam. I have 4 white reflective pieces of tape at the top of my door, properly mounted and secure, not cracked, not ripped, torn, or frayed, or missing. This one is damaged. I will report that and have it fixed and replaced.
That's what.
At the top.
See it's blowing in the wind?
Oh, yeah, see, yeah, yeah.
Right
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Is that something that you as a driver would do or the shop would do?
Shop.
Shop would do. You can, but the shop should.
Okay.
You end up in the hospital.
How are you gonna get up there?
Yeah, you end up in the hospital trying to do it yourself.
Yeah.
I would just let the shop do it.
What the cops case?
Right. DOT reflective tape, 100% across the bottom, red and white in colored, not ripped, torn, or frayed, cracked, damaged, or missing any pieces. Same thing across my ICC bar, red and white in color, 100% across the bottom, not ripped, torn, or frayed, cracked, damaged, or missing any pieces. I will check everything along this side of my vehicle, truck and trailer, the same way I did over here on the other side. This completes my vehicle inspection.
Thank you.